Alright, everyone, welcome back to our 6th match. We have Mythos, who won last round, who's our 4th person for our 5v5 Gunslinger, against Kaze, who is the 3rd person for Neogenesis. So at the moment, DS
This
is
is
a
a
little behind.
this is a
However,
Kagero mirror.
yes, this is a
Anyway,
Kagero versus Kagero. And I'm dying.
I will be right back because I have to take care of something.
Okay, so I'm by myself again, and I don't know. So apparently Kaze needs to double mulligan, which means he was probably going to misride, especially since he dropped 3 cards from his hand. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say because I'm by myself again. Alright, so Kaze did what I usually do. I always ride perfect cards. Mythos had to ride the Calamity Tower Wyvern. That's only good when it's placed on rearguard circle and you get to Soul Blast 2 and draw. And so there's the Dragonic Overlord, the end. So he's using the grade 3 search, which is probably means he didn't get a grade 3 in his first hand. But even though we can't see what he drew, he did get a card, so he gets a grade 3. So he's not going to misride. Unless for some odd reason it's like Transcendence and I can't see shit. I highly doubt it though, because that is the grade 1 10k attacker with an Overlord Vanguard, which means having Transcendence fucks you over. And there's a Quintet. And another Wyvern. By the way, that does not get power because that is not an Overlord Vanguard. Oh yeah, he didn't get... Oh yeah, he did the power for that one too. Huh, herp, derp, 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 derp. So, Mythos is doing his usual trick, which is he usually uses Conroe to either get a guard of some sort or to get Eternal Bringer Griffin, which then he'll call drop a Dragonic Overlord and then get another one to thin the deck. That is exactly what Mythos does. There's Burnout Dragon. And there is the end, which for some odd reason has been showing up base 13k power even though Dragonic Overlord is not in the soul. So you just kind of have to fix it yourself. Dang. Alright, so Dragonic Burnout, basically what it does is it actually has 2 parts to a skill. And what you can do is you can when you call it, the first part is to put the the Overlord into from drop to deck. And then you can do the second part, which is the Soul Blast and retire. But yeah, it's Mythos chooses what have been retired, and Kaze just kind of assumed. Don't assume. Again, don't assume, because he gave that critical to Bellicosity and not to the Vanguard. So that last damage shouldn't have happened yet. Or not, he just decides to put it back. I think he put it on top. Yeah, he did. So there's the brake ride in the end. That's a no pass. That was a heal trigger. Alright, so there's at least 3 the ends out of play. Oops. And people... Fuck-ups. Fuck-ups everywhere. Yeah, so there's at least 3 the ends out of play, which means there's only a possibility of 1 more the end for the persona. And there goes a quintet. Which he did get a perfect guard in that, which actually does occur. So that would be 5, 10, 15. That is 26. It's only a 1 pass. I mean, he can either use an intercept or another card from hand to make it 2 to pass, or he could just use that perfect guard that he got and drop 1 from his hand just to say nothing. Yep, so that's what he did. So he used the perfect guard. Which is good, because he got a critical. So yeah, if he stuck with the 1 pass, that would have fucked him over. Army of Nehalem, but no boosters means you can't hit Vanguard. Okay, there it is. So he's going to 2 pass it. Which Kaze doesn't get anything. And Kaze isn't going to let him get limit break. Or break ride, whatever. There's a heal trigger that doesn't go off for Mythos. And a draw trigger, which he does get. There's another draw trigger, which really helps Kaze in this position for guarding. However, you need 5k more. There you go. Or you can do that. Yeah, I'd probably do that too, because then he can at least use that grade 1 as a booster. But right now, Kaze's just kind of fighting an uphill battle. So that's 21, 31. That's a no pass. Which he gets 1. Which he should give to the... not that one. I mean, I guess he could give it to that one. Then use that to... oh. So he really does not want Mythos to get break ride. That's funny. Mythos said, fuck it, I'm done. He didn't get anything in the drive check. Kaze did get a draw trigger, which helps with guard, and he has more hand now to guard itself. So only that... yeah, only Burning Horn would be able to hit Vanguard. That's a 2 pass. And there's 1. but he didn't get it. So he tried to give it to Vanguard, but it failed. So now he's going to attack the rears again, because he does not want to give Mythos Limit Break. And that's 2 to pass. Of which Mythos doesn't get anything again. And that can potentially hurt him a lot, since now the fields are starting to look relatively even. But the damage is still a huge ass difference. And of course, I wonder if Kaze actually has the persona in hand. If he does, that could really fuck him over. And a critical. If he double crits, then that's game. Oh, he does then. He gave it to all to Vanguard, so he does have the persona. So he had that 4th persona in hand pretty much all game. So that's a 2 to pass. I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's a 2 pass. Of which Kaze doesn't get anything but wyverns. Of course, Mythos is at limit now, but the difference in hand is a bit of an issue. Especially since Mythos didn't get what Kaze pretty much just drew. That would have actually helped him a lot, because with Calamity Tower Wyvern, he could Soul Blast 2 and draw a card, which would have given him that 1 card to fill up that rear guard to use the Rebirth skill. However, during his drive check, he got a critical, and I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. And he gave everything to the rear guard. So he only needs one attack to hit. So that's 21-31, so that's 1 to pass at the moment. I think Kaze is thinking. I know a lot of people... He said wait only because a lot of people, when they put out the guard, their opponent will just drive check right away, even if they're not done putting the stuff out, so... And Nova, come back! I'm so lonely! Talking to myself again. And also, if Mythos loses, you have to go. You're next, Nova. Kaze's just gonna one-pass it, which Mythos gets. He actually got a 2-pass anyways. So even if he heals, he would have that other column with a critical to add on. Nope. Alright, so Mythos won the next match, which now puts us in the team battle actually at even. So we'll be moving on to our 7th match with the 4th person from each team. Catch you in a bit.